everyone. Welcome to day 64 of my Quest 79 daily Facebook Live challenge. Today, I've got a very important guest. Well, I think he is, Paul Banks, because this week we've been talking about Christmas and how it's not the happy occasion that everyone is made out to believe it should be. And I know that Christmas isn't easy for Paul, so welcome, Paul.
Good evening. I like the VIP introduction, Wendy.
You're welcome. Well, I really appreciated that you agreeing to come on.
Yeah.
But I think this is a really important subject. So could you just give a few words as to why you find Christmas difficult?
I find that there's times where it's made me feel lonely. So, you know, like I didn't not had a big family. And I've got like I know a lot of acquaintances and stuff, but it just kind of exaggerates the fact that you know you think that everyone's together having a big family get together and I don't know, it just seems to like make me feel lonely and exaggerate certain emotions. But it's been a lot harder recently because my mum, I've had PTSD, Wendy.
Okay.
So like about 3 years ago,
Right.
my mum fell down the stairs and she died in my arms.
Oh, how awful for you.
Yeah, I had to do CPR.
Yeah.
And that gave me a mental illness.
Must have done.
So now when I hear Christmas music, then I miss my mum.
Oh, I bet you do.
Yeah, and there's times like, you know, it still affects me now. Like yesterday, I went for a coffee and a chocolate cake. I had a hospital appointment yesterday, and I nipped in a pub for a coffee.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas music came on, and then I thought, shit, I'm gonna start crying. Like I got a sudden wave of sadness. And sometimes that hits me in supermarkets.
Does it?
Like,
it's on constantly in the supermarkets, isn't it, for like 2 months beforehand?
Yeah. So it's just I just get an intense, you know, I feel like hugging a stranger sometimes. It's like I get like a sudden whiff of grief.
Yeah.
And for it just feels intense. So I try and ignore it as much as I can.
Yeah, that's good. But sometimes I know with these things, you just can't help it, can they? The wave comes from nowhere.
Yeah.
So what do you do to help you get through?
I try and ignore it.
Yeah.
I try and treat it like a normal day.
Yeah.
The last couple of Christmases, I've been to the cemetery with my dad. So yeah, that's like quite sad. And then last year I went for a bike ride. I went for a bike ride by the canal.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, I went round to a water park, and this year I've decided that because I've struggled, especially the last 3 years, then this year I've decided that I'll do EFT and I'll help others. So I'm going to do it on Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
What a wonderful idea.
Yeah. So
I think that's amazing.
I've been putting it on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and then I'm going to be brave and put it on Twitter. And then that means I'm going to get complete strangers. But
oh, what good experience for you.
Yeah. So that's what I'm going to do this year. I'm going to go to the cemetery in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to keep my afternoon. And maybe like parts of the evening. I mean, I don't want to do it all day because that's too much. But maybe like 3 hours I might do if people want it, that is.
Yeah. I know you put it on your Facebook page quite a lot. So I think if people do get down, they might contact you and say, oh, can I have some EFT? They might not think now they need it, but on Christmas Day, you don't know what happens to make them want some more.
Exactly. They might wake up Christmas Day feeling down.
Yeah.
And think, oh, I remember Paul posted and then they'll see me available, and you know, like I'll do it at short notice.
That's really, really good. And how, when you feel like you do about Christmas, like you've said, you've never had a big family, so you've never had these big family gatherings that a lot of people have. How can other people help you get through Christmas Day, or even the time just before, because there's a really big build up to Christmas usually?
Other people, I mean, they can't really.
No.
They can't. Like I'm so used to dealing with it myself that
That's good.
it would just feel natural if everyone started ringing me, and so I mean, I did like a few years, like I went on a hike on Boxing Day with one of my mates,
Yeah.
and then we did that New Year's Day as well.
Right.
Went for a hike.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just like, I just think it'll be over. Like, it's just the actual. I mean, I was sad Christmas Day in the morning, but then I did enjoy my bike ride last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like buckle up and
Really
ride it out.
But I love your idea of just treating it as a normal day, but doing something that you enjoy doing, or things you enjoy doing yourself.
You get a shared energy when you do EFT with people.
You do, yes.
You'll know. So you're tapping your own problems out as well.
You do. It's amazing. It's amazing what I've tapped out with people. You think, oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
It comes all of a sudden, doesn't it? You think, oh,
yeah.
Where did that come from? Because
Yeah.
sometimes the subject, you know, it affects you, but sometimes it's something that you wouldn't normally think about. You think, oh, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Anyway, that's been really interesting talking to you, and I really appreciate your viewpoint, because I must admit, I come from not a big family, but we do get together at Christmas, and I am looking forward to seeing them. So it's really good, I think, to understand that not everyone's got that big family connection. So I really do appreciate you talking to me about that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Would you like to finish off with a quick tapping round, or a few tapping rounds?
No, you're okay.
You're okay.
Only joking, Wendy. Yeah, go on.
Bye, Paul, then.
Yeah.
Right. Did you tap before?
Yeah.
Start off tapping on the card to chop the side of the hand.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of tapping about some ideas I came up with before about feeling alone at Christmas. So even though Christmas is a time for festive cheer.
Christmas is a time for festive cheer.
And I'm not feeling festive this year.
And I'm not feeling festive this year.
But that's okay.
But that's okay.
I accept that's how I feel.
I accept that's how I feel.
And I still choose to love and appreciate myself.
And I still choose to love and appreciate myself.
Even though I might feel lonely.
I might feel lonely.
For several different reasons. And I don't feel festive. But that's okay. That's how I feel. It is okay.
And it's okay.
And I still choose to love and appreciate myself. Even though everybody's always told they've got to be happy at Christmas. And I'm not feeling happy. I accept that's how I feel. And that's okay. And I still choose to love and appreciate myself. Then we'll go around the points on the face and the head. Start off top of the eyebrow.
Yeah.
All this sadness at Christmas time.
All sadness at Christmas time.
All this sadness.
All sadness.
All this sadness.
All sadness.
All this sadness at Christmas time.
All this sadness at Christmas time.
I feel so alone.
I feel so alone.
I feel so alone.
I feel so alone.
I'm on my own at Christmas time.
I'm on my own at Christmas time.
But there are things I can do
But there are things I can do
that can help me feel better
that can help me feel better
and make things not seem quite so bad.
and make things seem not quite so bad.
I can think about how I felt last Christmas
I can think about how I felt last Christmas
and what I did last Christmas
and what I did last Christmas
and what I can do this year
and what I can do this year
to make things seem better.
to make things seem better.
Or if I'm spending Christmas Day alone,
Or if I'm spending Christmas Day alone,
I can spend it doing something
I can spend it doing something
I really enjoy doing.
I really enjoy doing.
I can go for a walk
I can go for a walk
or go for a bike ride
or go for a bike ride
or doing my favourite activity
doing my favourite activity
or having a long bath.
or having a long bath.
Or I could volunteer
Or I could volunteer
for a charity
for a charity
or do something else
or do something else
to help other people,
to help other people,
like giving EFT sessions
like giving EFT sessions
to those who really need it.
to those who really need it.
I'm sure they'll appreciate it
I'm sure they'll appreciate it
because it's so sad being alone at Christmas.
because it's so sad they'll be alone at Christmas.
And if I'm really struggling,
And if I'm really struggling,
I can always reach out for support.
I can always reach out for support.
There's always somebody to talk to,
There's always someone to talk to,
someone I'm close to,
someone I'm close to,
or even an organisation like the Samaritans.
or even an organisation like the Samaritans.
All this sadness about Christmas time,
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 all the sadness about Christmas time.
all this sadness about Christmas time.
Just got to do what I can
Just got to do what I can
and remember what a special person I am.
and remember what a special person I am.
I can do this
I can do this
and I will do this.
and I will do this.
I'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
Deep breath in and deep breath out. How do you feel?
All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Well, as I say, thank you for joining me on my Facebook Live, and I really appreciate you sharing your story.
Yeah.
So I'll see you soon.
See you soon, Wendy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
Take care, yeah.
Bye.